Hey, dear. How was Relief Society today?
It was the worst.
The worst? Why?
That was the worst. If I had known Sister Palmer was going to be teaching the lesson, I absolutely would not have gone.
Did she do that second coming stuff again?
Again!
Oh my goodness.
I'm sick of it. All she does is talk about when Jesus Christ comes and it's going to be soon, blah, 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 blah. And she gets all weepy and she gets all emotional and it's just the craziest thing to be in her class. And everybody just sits there and then she starts reading these scriptures and lamenting about, lamenting about the thing, and it's just the worst.
Well, her husband's no different. Brother Palmer is like
I love you.
crazy. He priesthood meeting, you know, we're doing it on Zoom now, and every time I see him, here, you get down, buddy. Every time I see his face show up on the Zoom meeting, I go, oh, here we go. Gloom and doom. You know, the thing that bothers me about the Palmers is I've never heard the prophet say that the second coming's coming like right now.
Neither have I, and so it just bugs me. And then I hear about her food storage and how prepared they are and when they should be more prepared. And her husband bought a new generator and...
What a bunch of quacks.
They are just dopey.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about all the things that have happened this year. The earthquake, COVID,
The other thing they made a big deal about was missionaries coming back to their home country, like that was a big deal.
Yeah, and temples are open. I don't know why these people
are temples are open everywhere.
I don't know why they're so upset. And then she did say something about missionaries. And she said missionaries are home. Missionaries aren't home. Missionaries are out and about. And there's a sister in our area, and she has a call to Georgia in the Mideast or wherever it is. Georgia, not United States.
Yeah,
but,
the Georgia that's somewhere over there.
And she is still here, but she's heading out soon. And so she's been called to a foreign mission. And she's,
yeah, missionaries are going everywhere.
So, I don't know. I just don't get at all what she's talking about.
Well, it's like
I love you, but
they talk about, here, get down, Sonny. They talk about these Palmers always talk about what they got out of General Conference and the talks. I'm like, what conference were they listening to? I heard, you know, just be good, kind, and stay out of troubles.
Oh, she said something about Elder Bednar's talk too. And there were a couple of others, and I was just like, you know what? We've been told to have our food storage forever and ever.
Blah, 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 blah.
And so, anyway, I just thought, why did I even come today? Because I am so tired of hearing about this.
Well, I got to tell you this. So, when we had our Zoom, I can't remember if it was Priesthood or Sunday school, Brother Palmer brought up the R word. He said rapture. I fell off my chair when he said that. Like we're going to get caught up into the heavens and all this stuff.
I know, they always talk like this Christian stuff, and it's just the weirdest when they talk like that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just glad we're grounded. And we won't do one thing until we hear it from the prophet. Right
from the prophet.
When he says we're going back to Jackson County, that's
when I'm going to go.
When I'll start, you know, looking for things.
And then you can put the new tires on your truck that you needed, and
yeah, exactly.
You know, but until then,
I heard. In fact, maybe it was you that was telling me this. That Sister Palmer was talking about this thing that happened. These stars aligned and some constellation gave birth or something. I was like, these people have lost it. Wasn't that you telling me that?
Yeah.
Back in 2017 or something like that? I don't know.
Anyway, these people are nuts.
And why do they talk about the Jews so much?
Well, that's another thing. Israel, Israel, Israel.
Blah, 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 blah again.
You know, don't they realize who we are? We're members of the only true church, but you know, then they bring up all this Israel stuff and Jerusalem
Yeah.
and the temple over there, and you know, just this crazy stuff all the time.
I know. Well, I just shudder every time he opens his mouth, and you get those two together, and I've had it. You know what? In a very short period of time, everything's going to get back to normal. The COVID thing's going to be gone, and all these people are going to be, we're going to laugh at them because, you know, things are going to go
Things
back.
are
They
fine.
always do. They always do.
Go back.
And there's always been this prophecy, oh yeah, earthquakes and blah, blah, blah. They've always happened. They've always happened.
Always.
So there's nothing to see here.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
So I'm going to find out weeks in advance when she teaches so that I do not have to be there to listen to any of her dribble.
And same with Brother Palmer for me. I'm tired of it. They really just need to listen to the prophet.
And we are told that we are not to be looking.
Yeah, it says right in the scriptures that we don't know, that nobody knows the hour or the day. So what's the point? Why would we even be looking if we don't know anything about it? We're not supposed to know that kind of stuff. Only a prophet knows that, and he's the only one. And if he doesn't tell us, you know, then we shouldn't be worried about it. And like we've always said, when he tells us to go get ready to go back to Jackson County, Missouri, that's when I'll start paying attention.
I know. They've got to build the temple there. So much has to be done. So I just think they're nuts. That's what I think. I think that's what happens when you get old and your kids leave, and you know, you study your scriptures, or so they say. Who knows where they're drumming up all this stuff.
Well, and you know, if we have to do something, when he says we can always sell the boat, we can sell the trailer, we can sell the razors, we can, you know, we can sell that stuff to buy the things that we might need.
No, we'll keep the razor because we'll need that.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
And the boat?
That brings the family together, so we don't want to get rid of that.
No.
And you know, the garden thing, they plant a garden. Oh, like you can't go to the store and buy that stuff for a tenth of the price of what it costs to do all that weeding and watering and, oh my goodness. Planting. You know, we've got it figured out. And I think we're in good shape.
So let's just go watch our Netflix movie, and
I've got a whole list of Netflix that we're set to go.
let's do it.
Let's do it. You're awesome.
You're awesome.